Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's what it is. This is ancient times. Yo, anybody there? Yo, welcome to the stream. Yo! Yo, welcome. How you guys doing today? Hit the sub button. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. What do you guys want to talk about? I'm from northern United States. Somewhere. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? Hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks. Yeah. You guys are good. I'm almost at 300 subs. I was at 299, so I think I'm at 300. Guys, you should guys, you want to talk about anybody know about gym stuff or anything, or how's your guys' day been? I'll talk about either. Does anybody do bench press? Any tips or anything you want? Really? I don't know. Hi, Arfendi, my little child. That's crazy. It's 5:28 here, and it's like the middle of the day. Okay. I showed. You see it? Hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Again? Okay, I'll get up and do it again. Okay. You like it? Yeah, you're a beautiful Asian. It's okay. It's okay. You got beautiful tropical Asian land. The land of the Asian people. Yeah. Hit the like and subscribe. You don't like the North Korea? At least you don't live in North Korea, bro. Imagine the North Korean people. They're like starving. They got no money and they're ruled by a dictator who's fat. They could probably eat him for protein. Yo! That's pretty good. Yo, hit the like and subscribe button, new people. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I need to make a little bit of money. I need to get a job. And I need to lock in my gym stuff. Wait, yo! Yeah, I did do a lot of lives today. There's 16 people. Yo, everyone like the stream. Everyone like and subscribe. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button, everyone. Yo, thanks. Oh, 8 likes. Yo, let's go. So... Does anybody know about bench press stuff? Because I would like to talk about that if anyone wants to. Or any gym stuff, deadlifts. You hear about the new deadlift record he made? The hot half Thor or whatever. Oh, yo, 9 likes. Yo. Yeah, that's true. Oh, yo, 10 people. Yo, it's awesome. Wait, 150. How much is 150 kg? I'm gonna look it up. Actually, no, I'm not. How much is 150 kg in pounds? Is that like... Oh, only 9 people? Someone unliked. Hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. Oh, 330. I can probably do that. I'm hitting 305 for reps, but I don't know my 1 rep max yet. I'm repping 320 on the hex bar, and I'm repping 305 on the regular. So I don't know my real max right now. But I can rep 320 on the hex bar, and I can do 305 on the regular for reps, maybe 310. My goal is to get 405 plus. But right now I'm focusing on bench press. Oh yeah, I also I weigh around that. I think I weigh like almost 80 kg. I weigh like 175-ish. That's pretty good, yeah. We weigh about the same. So I can probably do that. And my goal is to get almost at what is your bench press looking like? I'm at almost 225 bench. I'm like a couple pounds away, I think. I might be able to do it, but I haven't tested because I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, then I weighed like 15 pounds more than you are, Fendo. But you look like you weigh more. To be honest, I'm sorry. But everyone hit the like and subscribe button. So, wait, lavish. What's your max bench press? Yeah, I'm also kind of fatty. It's okay, and I'm short. Our Fendo, you go to the gym at all? Do you not have a gym? You should invest in a gym, or get a gym, or go to a gym, or do some sort of workout with weights or something. Try to find like weighted calisthenics and other things that will help you get strong. Yeah, it is. Yo, 10 likes. Let's go. Everyone hit that like and subscribe button. And hi monkey. I don't know. Which one? I like all of them. Oh, that one? Oh, I will in a minute. I mean, there's only 2 people here, so I guess I can. I'm just trying to. Only reason I'm streaming is to get 300 subs, to be honest. But I like that everyone's supporting, and I like my community. It's pretty good. I'm really bored too. So why not grind YouTube? I'm just grinding YouTube right now. There's 3 people. Monkey. No, I'm not. Well, I don't think I am. I'm Armenian and half German. I'm not Asian at all. Well, Armenia is in Asia, but I don't consider myself Asian. Like, it's more European, kind of, like Russian, Middle Eastern-ish. Like, it's kind of like Greek people, kind of, basically. Like, Greek. Yeah, I do squat. I'm not very good at squatting compared to my other lifts. I like the machine ones a lot better because I'm not really good at regular squats, but I can, like, go pretty heavy on the machine ones. Like Swift machine, hack squat. I might try safety bar squats because I feel like it's kind of dangerous with the squats regular. But I'm gonna try to improve it. Maybe I'll get a coach or something in the future. But right now, I'm mainly doing just like hack squats, leg press, Smith machine squats. But I might try safety bar squats. You won't lose any if you just eat protein, and you probably would just be more suited for when you go back because all your muscles would be recovered because you used to work out 7 days a week too, and that's also really bad because you won't be able to recover at all. So it'll actually help you a lot. So you won't lose any muscle really. If anything, it'll help you heal because you probably overtrained a little bit before, but yeah. Yeah, it is. But you just gotta learn the movements and stuff, that's all. If you're really into powerlifting, you gotta consider like all the rest days. Pretty much. Arfendo, you only how much? What's your height, Arfendo? Arfendo, what's your height? You only weigh 160. You might be a little bit of fat, but what's your height, Arfendo? And you're like 19. Yeah, that won't help you though. You need to like you gotta do like a specific training routine. Oh yeah, then you could probably I guess you could do a mini cut and then out bulk, and then you gotta train muscles, and then I don't know, something like that. I'm like a little bit taller than you. I'm 5'5". Well, I think yeah, I'm 5'5". That's what the doctor said. So Let's. I'm benching 205 for reps, but not for a lot of reps. But I know, like, almost 5 reps. 205 for almost 5 reps and 185 for 10. But I don't know my 1 rep max yet. My 1 rep max is probably close to 225. Or like 215, 220, 225-ish, around that. You probably would look really good, but you'd be like super skinny. Because that takes years to look really good at 175, even with your height. It takes years. But you probably would be like super lean and skinny. You probably look like Anthony. I'm just really... Oh, hi, Chloe. I wish Sea-Dog was here. He would be better at explaining everything, in my opinion. Sea-Dog is good. I don't really know. I can probably do something similar, but I think the most I've ever squatted was like I don't know, something over 200 pounds, something. I just forgot. I don't even do squat, but I just do hack squat usually, and Smith machine squat, and leg press, and leg extension. No, not really. There's a difference between muscle endurance and muscle strength. If you can get 185 for 15 reps, you might not even be able to bench 250. There's a difference between muscle endurance and muscle strength, but I probably will be able to bench 225 very soon. But I feel like I need to hit 205 for a couple more reps, so I can get my muscle strength up. I haven't tested my 1 rep max, so I don't know. But I probably can, so... But I'm hitting 205 for reps, so probably... I probably could have hit it when I hit 195 for reps. I probably could have hit 215, but I just haven't done it. Yeah. Okay. Then it's not always accurate, though. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that happens. It might be the bar or the kind of weight you're using. There's a lot of variables, like you can weigh them. Or maybe you lost strength, or there's a lot of variables. I saw some. No, actually, I don't feel like the Swift machine is bad. It's actually good. And some Swift machines actually weigh like 40, 35, 40 pounds. I think it just depends on the bar of the Swift machine. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it doesn't translate all too much. Like, that's just muscle endurance versus muscle strength is different things. But they both can interchangeable and they both will help each other, but they're different things. Like, I do a day for muscle endurance and then I do a day for muscle strength. That helps because hypertrophy. I'm saying it wrong. Hypertrophy, whatever. Fucked up the name. It's different than training for strength. So I do like one day for that, and I do one day for um muscle building, whatever. No, I do one day for strength building. That's what I mean. Yeah, but you can go to failure with muscle endurance, and you can go to failure with strength. What low rep range to high rep range? You're supposed to do. That's what a lot of people, even like pro powerlifters, they do a day for how many reps they can get, and then they do a day how many like low reps for strength with heavier weights usually. I learned that from there's this YouTuber called uh, I forgot his name, but it was like some YouTuber that said it's like the best way. I'm 16 and I probably been lifting like maybe 1 year ish, but not, I don't know. I think like 1 year, and I just did cardio for a year before, and that's all. So I technically worked out since I was 14, but I only did cardio when I was 14, so. And I was not consistent, so I kind of started working out when I was like late 15, you could say that. And I just picked up a lot of information. That may not be all correct, but. Yeah. Oh, wait. My food might be ready. Uh, Not right now. I might end live soon, but I'm doing something right now, so no. Maybe after, actually. I don't want to end this stream, that's why. Because I already got all these views. I don't know yet, but maybe, like, a combination of, like, powerlifting, bodybuilding, maybe not being, like, lean 24/7, not being too fat, not too lean. Maybe, like, a little bit fat, but... No, there's 3 people, actually, and I got 10 likes, so there might be more people joining. Oh, I need to make a protein shake, actually. And there's 10 likes. I'm gonna go now. I'll be back. I don't know. Oh, wait. There were 16 people. I thought I said. Oh, I got an idea. 2 people. Wait a sec. Yeah, maybe she will. You can see what I'm watching. Tommy, actually, you look like that serial killer. I'm not joking. He's just tall. He's super tall and big, and he got like that. And he got glasses like you. When he wears glasses, you look like him so much. I think I know. I think I know what I'm gonna watch. Oh, where's the switch? Where'd it go? Cooper Flag. LeBron James. And no spamming, please. Thank you. Where is it? Oh wait, there it is. I think. No. Where did that go?
Those kids walked out of those homes. No one pulled them out.
17 kids in one classroom. I want to know what happened. Why only her? Talk to me.
Focus, Dave.
Who do you think's going to win the big game? The real winner is T-Mobile. They won the J.D. Power Award for #1 in customer satisfaction for home wireless internet. Touchdown! This is baseball.
Get T-Mobile home internet, just $35 a month with our 5-year price guarantee.
Benching 225 pounds is a sign you've made it in the gym, but only 2% of you lifters can do it. And even among regulars, barely 1 in 5 ever get there. It took me 3 years to get there, but it took Ryan, a record-breaking lifter and pro bodybuilder, just 1. Now, he benches over 400 pounds easily. Bro, a feat so rare, you have better odds of becoming a billionaire. All using a system I'd never even heard of. And he says...
Chicken and rice
natural.
and a protein shake.
After breaking it down with
And some seltzer water.
I turned it into a plan that can help you and me push. Oh, grabbing. Add up to 30 pounds to your bench press in just 6 weeks.
After I made that switch, it was a year's worth of progress in 3 months.
The switch is grip.
I tried a max grip and I was like, why does this feel lighter?
Research shows that widening your grip just an inch or two can boost your bench instantly, often by about 5 to 10%, just by shortening the range of motion. But it's not one size fits all.
The rule of thumb is the wider you go, the more pec engagement you'll experience, and the more narrow you go, the more tricep engagement you'll experience. And you kind of want to play to your strengths to a certain extent. If you do have very strong triceps, it might be to your benefit to going narrow. But it really does come down to experimentation and trying a lot of different bench grips and using how they feel to kind of guide you.
But grip is actually not where Ryan starts. His setup begins before his hands
Maybe
touch
after,
the
not
bar.
right now.
They get the matching plates.
I feel like powerlifters are super, very superstitious.
Or it's just my OCD.
Exactly. No, that too.
So the first thing we want to do when we're setting up on the bench press is we want to find our foot position. My own personal preference is a little more narrow with my feet pointed forward. And what I'm thinking of during the entire press is that I'm applying tension backwards into the bench, like this. The only thing that's stopping me from sliding is I'm driving all the way into my traps, and my traps are planted into the bench. So the cue we want to think of is like we're on a computer chair and we're kind of like sliding backwards, and we want to maintain that exact tension throughout the entire bench press. So this is something that's commonly referred to as leg drive. And once our hands are in position, again, we want to start by sliding our feet back. And once we're in position, make sure our shoulder blades are down and retracted. And what we want to do from here is unrack by extending our elbows and pulling the bar down. And
Thanks,
once we
Arfrendo.
put our chest, that's what we put our hips down, and we want to maintain our leg drive the entire time.
So, are you thinking of like actively bending the bar, getting lats going? Like
Yes.
how are you getting involved?
So as soon as I'm here and I'm sliding back, this is where I'm engaging my lats. So there's two cues that people like to use, like you mentioned. There's bending the bar. I personally like pulling apart, and the goal is to just maintain that tension as soon as you unwrap, and as long as I can feel that tension in my lats as I bring the bar down, they're going to be active on the press. But if I find I'm absent-minded on the descent, I'm not going to get quite as much
Right.
lat engagement.
Right.
And the more you do it, the more like unconscious, I guess, it becomes.
Yeah.
But you still want to do a very good job at almost going through like a checklist at the start of every bench set. And that is leg drive, shoulder position, lat engagement, unwrap.
Now, you may have noticed that Ryan uses a big and scary arch that looks like he's about to break his back. Well, similar to how a wider grip can instantly boost your strength, using a bigger arch can do the same thing. Powerlifters do this because it shortens the distance between the top and the bottom of the press. Now, some argue this leads to less range of motion for the chest and potentially less growth. But later, we'll show you how Ryan balances this out with
Oh, that's
exercise
sad,
focused on
Artendo.
growth rather than just strength.
So it's like you're using your shoulder blades as a pivot to unwrap the bar. Just trying to not use much of your pressing muscles, if at all, on that unwrap.
And now, unwrap.
Yeah. Nice. And explode. Push, 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 push. Nice.
Almost
Crap.
Trying Ryan's setup, the grip, the arch, the leg drive, it felt completely foreign.
As you began to lower it, you're also like very hesitant there as well.
I cramped in muscles I didn't even know were involved. And just like that, I couldn't even hit 235. Even though I did this years back, when bench press was still part of my training. Guys, I think those muscles just feel looked. I'm gonna answer. Whoa. Before you do that, the truth is, bench has always been my weakest lift. I stopped benching a long time ago, switching to dumbbells and machines instead. Now my chest still grew, my physique improved, and I told myself that it didn't matter. Why should I chase a number I'd probably never hit, especially if I already looked the way that I wanted to? But honestly, guys, seeing Ryan's incredible feats of strength, for the first time in years, I honestly felt an urge to chase strength. Not for size, not for aesthetics, just to prove I could do it and overcome my mental limitations. Now we'll see if using Ryan's advice, I can break my old PR by the end of the video. But first, I needed Ryan to answer the question everyone's been thinking. Everybody's gonna be wondering, are you natural?
I am natural. I have been competing in drug-tested federations for 8 years now.
I have heard that like usually they have a bit more OCD, especially when it comes to like picking weights. Like plates, right?
Number one.
That's the only red flag. But that obsessive attention to detail is exactly what separates elite lifters from the rest of us. And Ryan brings that into every part of his training.
That's
even
sad.
in warm-ups, where he spends up to 30 minutes.
But Artendo, you should
just
start a
focusing
business.
Up to 400 pounds.
Ideally, you have a top set in mind.
You should try, like,
the
selling
range
stuff.
You'd like to hit with your like heaviest weight and for a set of reps. And the closer you get to that with your warm-ups, the less reps you should be doing. So when we're starting off with a bar, whatever, doing 15, 10 reps, that's fine. And as we slowly work our way up, we slowly want to decrease the amount of reps, but we still want to imply the same focus and intensity because our warm-up sets are also where we practice technique.
But even with the right form, if you just keep focusing on benching harder, eventually you'll get stuck. What Ryan showed me next is the key to breaking through plateaus. So Ryan structures his workouts into 3 parts, and it all starts with strength. A few focused sets of heavy bench, lower reps, and high effort. But after these heavy sets, Ryan looks for data.
How's the vacation?
I think I stumbled into something.
They're coming after our family.
Nobody 2, rated R, only in theaters August 15th.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one
Yo.
thing. We just can't stop being American.
Squeeze as well. Nice. And press. Push, 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 push.
Oh, I'm cramping.
So this is good. So I noticed through your benching, the weak point So your sticking point is off the chest, like a chest, like almost mid-range sticking point.
Yeah.
So that gives us good data that that's where we want to focus on from a programming perspective.
If you actually watch where you fail, you'll see exactly what's limiting you. And once you know that, you can target the weak links with accessories that actually fix them, instead of wasting time training muscles that aren't really the problem. Now there's 3 common sticking points, and for me it was clear. I was failing right off my chest, where your pecs need to fire the hardest.
So I would really focus on dips to really just focus on like strength overall and a speed bench of some sort where you're just applying a lot of explosiveness to the bar.
But let's say you get stuck at the second sticking point, in the middle of the bench instead of the bottom. What should you focus on then?
You're going to be assisted by exercises kind of like the shoulder press, the overhead press. I think everything really plays a part. So the shoulders are definitely something you want to address kind of in that mid-range sticky point. And a good accessory which will allow you to address that sticky point is a pause bench where you stop off your chest, you stop on the way up, and then you fully lock out. And that will help you just kind of build strength through that initial sticking point.
And if you're failing at the very top,
And then the final sticking point is the lockout. That's the one I personally struggle with. And in that case, we want to isolate our elbows or our triceps with a close grip press that helps us build a lot more strength with a longer range of motion. Or there's a variation called like the spot press, where you kind of go down halfway and you just kind of isolate like a half row rep bench press exercise.
at the end of this video, I'll give you a full bench program that adapts to your sticking point. But after working on your weak points, Ryan moves on to what he thinks played a massive role in building his superhuman strength: bodybuilding exercises that prioritize size rather than pure strength. Now you might be thinking, isn't training for strength and size pretty similar? Not quite. Strength is all about efficiency and moving as much weight as possible. And that's why Ryan uses a wide grip and a big arch to shorten the range of motion. It's also a skill that you get better at with practice, like riding your bike, which explains how you can get stronger on an exercise without your muscles necessarily getting bigger. And it also explains why even though my chest has grown in the past few years, I couldn't just show up and beat my old bench PR. Heavy weight and practice is what drives strength gains. But for size, you actually don't even need heavy weight. If your max bench is 150 pounds, multiple studies show you can build just as much muscle pressing 50 pounds, as long as you do higher reps and train close enough to failure. Trust me, even I was skeptical. That's why I've been training one side of my body with light weights and the other side with heavy weights to put this research to the test. I'll release that video soon, but here's where things get really interesting. Research shows that muscle size is still one of the biggest predictors of strength, and that relationship becomes even more important as you gain more experience and master the skill of bench press. Now Ryan takes full advantage of this.
Hey, that's weird. I feel like that kid who's like constantly like looking at the girl's cleavage.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
How's that for you, David?
He uses bodybuilding style work, incline dumbbell presses, cable flies, and dips to grow parts of his chest that the bench press doesn't hit directly. Then he practices the bench press itself as a skill with heavy weights and low reps. So his nervous system learns how to use that added muscle for strength. And that size is what he actually believes helped him stay ahead of lifters with shorter limbs and arguably better leverages. And just to show you how well this works in practice,
Think smarter, not harder.
bro, as impressive as that lift is, Ryan's goal is to hit a 500-pound bench. That's over 5 plates each side. How long will that take him? Well, at this level of strength, he's happy if he adds just 1 pound to his bench press every month. Now that kind of slow progress would frustrate most lifters. So how does he stay motivated? Well, he gamifies everything. Even if he doesn't hit a PR on the bench that day, he still looks for PRs on something. Dips, presses, or flies, just to keep him progressing. And that's why I'm such a big advocate of tracking your training. It reveals if you're actually improving every week, and it gives you targets to beat every week. Even if you miss one lift, you've got a dozen other chances to level up. And having an app that handles all of that for you, tracking, progress, targets, it makes it way easier to stay consistent. I'll talk more about that later on, but first, we need to break down
Alright,
one of
see
the
ya.
most surprising parts of Ryan's routine, Roga.
Oftentimes the limiting factor is those injuries. My shoulder just felt like jammed in certain positions, and I was doing all the typical exercises you see the internal rotation, external rotation, but nothing was happening. And it wasn't until I was just messing around on the flat bench that I came across these. Like, oh, these flat shoulder presses, and they're a community favorite. Take a lighter weight, and especially if you're doing these for the first time, start with 5 pounds. And you want to lay on your back in a shoulder press position. And what we want to do from here is we're extending above our head in a shoulder press motion, allowing the dumbbell to pull our pecs and rotator cuff open. So the goal on each rep is to allow the dumbbells to pull your elbows down. And the more you sit into these, the more you'll notice yourself opening up, which acts as not only a stretch for your pecs, but it also ends up strengthening your rotator cuff.
Oh, that feels so weird.
Yeah.
It feels like wrong, but like good.
All right, for our next exercise, we are actually doing a variation of a tricep extension, but these actually end up training your rotator cuff, because what we're doing is we're doing the typical tricep extension, but behind our back. So by placing our hands behind our back, we're forced into internal rotation. And we're extending while also internally rotating at the same time. And what you'll feel the first time you do these is that there's a lot of tight muscles back there. And our goal with this exercise is to open up all those tight muscles.
But here's where things get weird. You'd think that with a 440-pound bench, Ryan would be practicing that constantly. But when I asked him how often he actually benches, his answer completely flipped everything I thought I knew about getting stronger.
So you're only benching 1 time per week.
My main day is once. Yeah.
Main day is once per week.
And the crazy part, that's what actually allowed him to start progressing faster. Now this might sound strange at first. In fact, as a beginner, research clearly shows that going from benching just once per week to 2 or 3 times per week can literally double your strength gains. But as you get stronger and stronger, things change. Think about it. Recovering from bench pressing 185 pounds every 48 hours is one thing. But when you're throwing around 225, 315, or even over 400 pounds like Ryan, that's a completely different level of stress on your body.
It was around maybe like 375, 400 pounds where I benched that. I'm not benching it next week. Like, it's going to take me 2 weeks to fully recover.
It's why, although research shows for beginner lifters, high frequency training leads to faster strength gains, when you look at advanced lifters, it doesn't tell quite the same story.
Yeah, I was benching way too frequently. It was bearing down on my joints. I stopped enjoying training. I was like, how do I find ways to avoid this? I don't want to like hate training for the next 10 years. Your body does need time for recovery, and finding that sweet spot of recovery is really what's going to drive progress.
But even though...
Yo, 2 people. Welcome to the stream.
Some people will still see better results benching more often. The only way to find out...
In a Jurassic World, every
That's
vehicle
funny.
is Jurassic Radio. Experience open air freedom for all.
I mean, the best way is to have like two separate tests, split tests, right? Do 6 weeks with a higher frequency, 6 weeks with a lower frequency.
That's why, with Ryan's advice and using the latest science, I've created a low-frequency bench program and a higher-frequency bench program. Try one of them, track your strength gains, and then try the other and see which one you seem to recover and progress faster with. Now, before I tell you where to access these programs, let's see if I can apply what Ryan taught me and beat my embarrassing 235. Okay, so I've got 235. This is what I tried to do with Ryan and failed. Good to go. Pretty good. 245. All right.
You did it.
That actually was like way easier than I...
Alright. Yo! Welcome to the stream. Whoever joined. We're at 50 minutes almost. Oh yeah, I need to get my phone charger. It's called Bing Chilling Noodles. Because you're Asian. Early dinner. I like it. And probably have to go poo. Anybody else gonna stream? Yeah. You big Asian pumpkin. Pumpkin! Culture Roger, Bing Turning, Tuk 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 La La La, Tuk 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 La La La. I'm gonna see how much subs I'm at. Yeah. Baljeet from Phineas and Ferb.